going?
Okay, war began when man became the predator and prey.
And the prey?
Predator slash prey. So
when we started preying on each other?
Became another man, that's when war began.
Yeah, but
cannibalism?
No, not
yes.
Well, kind of.
Cannibalism.
Well, kind of. It's like when we saw a different tribe. Like I just remember him describing like we were on a hill and we looked down on this little tribe. We're like, we're going to kill them because we want their resources. That's what.
That's the transition from going to hunter-gatherer there because they're actually hunter-gatherer.
Yeah.
Became,
that's how I described it to us.
When it copied over, make sure you write this on your sheet. That war began when man became the predator and the prey. Because it got chopped off. I wrote it in because I had the original. I'm going to copy this piece. Oh. I'm not going to write it. You guys can write it.
The prey became human. That's really weird.
But this is still a transition between hunter-gatherer and...
I looked at them.
Yeah.
Hunter-gatherer to...
Where's this from?
Oh, I started something and then Travis was like, stop!
Okay.
Stop, you were going about the song where you were writing minuscule font.
Well, yeah.
Could you say that it came from when they went from nomadic to permanent
That's
settlement?
the word I was looking for, nomadic. When the nomadic individuals first encountered these settlers, individuals. That might be spelled with 2 J's.
Yeah, I think
Okay. I'm not entirely certain though. You should be.
Ready
Are we done with limited resources? Because it's pretty actually.
Yeah, he said you have to be careful you're not going to get too convinced by this.
Yes.
And then on the other, you're not supposed to get too dismissive of which one over here?
Human
the one that
bureaucracies or culture? No, he hated scapegoats.
No, I thought he hated scapegoats.
He did.
I don't know. I think scapegoats.
Why are we supposed to get convinced by this? What is like the bad side of it?
Because it makes us. He said that it made us.
It makes too much
sense.
sense.
No, like it made too much sense, and it made us feel like we were learning information and becoming more and more intelligent.
He says basically you have to be an intelligent
because it didn't really have. It doesn't have conclusive evidence.
Was this the guy who wrote just phenomenally and made me feel good?
Yeah, that's the one, exactly.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it doesn't really have evidence.
And the one that he told us to be wary of was the one that was like, I think it was the scapegoat one, because it like told stories and made everything relatable.
Yeah, it was
That was
the
Voices of Children. Yeah.
Oh, is it that one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So not that one.
No, but
No.
both of them. We're not supposed to.
We're supposed to be wary of being too convinced by that one and ignoring that
one completely.
Okay.
All right. Human sickness. Now this is the one I remember the best.
You
I
want to
think I
start?
was absent for this one.
But we fight because it's the only cure we have for our need to fight. So it's
War is like cannibalism. We can choose not to.
We don't.
Why would somebody write that comparison?
Justin, did you write Why So Serious today?
No, I didn't. I was going to.
Frick.
Okay.
Were we supposed to?
AP.
So,
I thought it was in
Human
history, DBQ.
This one's kind
Everything.
of.
Every essay.
This one's twisted.
it makes kind of sick.
No.
Jalila, you sound so
But it
funny.
has
Yeah.
War sobers the drunken disease.
Looking at the camera.
And it's a good thing I have lots of room. I might have written this, I don't know.
It sounds like something you'd write.
I think he was sort of dancing around it and I put it in those words. Okay. So what I have, why don't you go ahead and read what you have? And then I'll read this one.
It has a strong evidentiary base. He assumes that modern war is different from war in all other times.
Well, that's true. We have technology.
I think, how many of these make that point anyway? Or was it just Churchill that was speaking of it and separately?
None of them really address that.
Oh, except bureaucracy a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
But
you had,
most of
and
them-
then the long-range weapons.
Yeah, we have long-range weapons, we had detached warfare, it's all...
And it changed really most recently because it used to be the most efficient method was to stand in a line, fire your weapons, and reload.
And hope that yours worked.
You
Yeah.
have to look in the face of the enemy instead
On the other
of
hand,
pushing a button like
that's a
that.
weakness in 3, because that is fairly recent, and they
But
didn't
remember,
have...
our books
Okay,
are,
that
the
being
books,
what? What's the that you're talking about?
3, he didn't address it, and it's fairly recent.
Okay,
this
so,
book was copyrighted a really long time ago. Okay,
like
copyrighted.
60 something?
This one was
We still had
copyrighted
long-range
in 83.
Yeah,
so
we still had long-range missiles.
we did, but some of these are really old. I'll look up.
Because one of the things that you have is throughout history, Egyptians, they marched with chariots, it was hand-to-hand combat. You go up through the Romans and the Greeks, same thing. You got into a line with a couple thousand soldiers behind you.
Even Civil War.
You just look at like a Lord of the Rings battle.
That's it. That's how. But even Civil War, you stood in a line, you fired your guns.
Yeah.
Unless you used guerrilla warfare tactics, which was new.
That was completely new.
Yes.
But you still had to look in the face of your enemy. They just couldn't see you.
Instead of being like when he said being
Or George Washington,
controlling
he was
the
fighting.
bomb.
He said, "All right, so we're right. They're gonna fire. We want everyone to drop." They fire over everybody. What?
So that was new.
Yeah, that was a new tactic. Everyone drops. You get up, then you fire. Those are all in the last 200 years.
Yes.
It's about 4:30 right now.
Face to face.
Okay.
Yeah.
4:30.
And not only were you face to face,
Yeah.
but like for the
I can
Civil
leave-
War,
I can
the
probably
gunpowder was so
Number 4,
thick
and then
that when like George
And then I
Washington and or whoever dropped, they couldn't see that their enemy had
Well,
dropped because of the gunpowder.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
now,
that's
since
a
our technology is so great,
Jewish.
if somebody
Will you
dropped,
continue recording
they
this
would
and
aim
get this to me
down.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
It wouldn't save our butts to drop anymore.
8 gigs.
Oh, it was this one,
An extra 4.
2.3 was copyrighted in a magazine in 82. They should have addressed it.
Yeah, they should have addressed it.
They should have addressed which?
Modern warfare.
Yeah.
Right, well, but that's not really key in this point.
No, it's not.
You have scapegoats regardless of your tactic of warfare. Or your...
The scapegoats were the English invading our lands, and forcing us to quarter troops.
You have the
So, I mean-
me against my brother until
Oh,
it's
okay.
my brother and I against my father, and then my father and my brother against our uncle until the
Yeah,
four of
that's
us go against the second cousin, and then it's the village against the
The family
tribe.
against the village against...
tribe, yes,
Yeah.
until you have
All right,
you know,
it'll probably be
all of the
Saturday
Muslim
sometime
world
in the
against the
morning.
Christian world, and then the big aliens come down
Yes,
and
I think so. I'll be around.
Keep going.
The last Israeli versus the last Palestinian comic. They
Alright.
dig their graves behind both of
What was
them,
that?
and they run at each other with shovels.
Oh, it was great. It was so much
Yeah.
fun.
What else comes up?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, good day.
Okay.
I had enough for dinner and everything, so.
Defeat came to aggressors in all many
But thank you
major
very
20th
much
century
again.
wars.
Hold on.
Time out. Jalili, you just wrote Modern Warfare. Were you meaning to write something after it?
I was. Modern warfare is
It's
different.
different, yeah.
And
Sorry,
Okay.
man. I was looking at the...
All right, well, I'll
You need to
shoot
write that.
for...
But it just says Modern Warfare.
Okay, I'll shoot for about 10 or 11. Thank you. Bye.
Impersonal.
Good word.
Yeah.
Wait, what
You
is
know how we
that
said we should
after
think of
age?
words and then write them down to use them later?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Good job, Colin.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Not
Or maybe it was
last one.
Christopher.
Okay,
Wait,
I
is
have
that
on here
a normal? What is
anomalous.
No,
It's
that's
very
okay.
streamlined.
Okay.
The good news is if we get something here wrong, we'll all get it wrong together.
Yay! That makes me...
Okay, so
For that comment.
That's just most ridiculous.
That's why I shoot him for
okay,
his
war
comment.
is a human sickness, but we do not learn. Those who instigate war do not win.